So we need to factor and simplify a rational expression such as this one. In order to factor, we have to notice that this is a trinomial, a quadratic trinomial. A quadratic trinomial first has a quadratic term. That means it has the x squared. Notice that there's a 1 here. Then it has a linear term, so something times the variable, x in this case, and then just a constant, and in this case it's the 20. Now when we have a quadratic trinomial and we try to factor it, we really are going to split the linear term into two parts with two different numbers. The negative 8x will become something x and something x. Now the two numbers are decided this way. We look at the negative 20 and we notice that 1 times negative 20 is negative 20. So we look at two numbers that multiply to give that negative 20. But added, they have to be negative 8. Because it is negative 20, we need to have a number that is positive and a number that is negative. So two numbers that multiply to give negative 20, one positive, one is negative, and added gives negative 8. So we can say, for example, we could try for like 1 and negative 20, but when we add them, that's just negative 19. How about 2 and negative 10? But when we add them, that's negative 8. Oh, that's exactly right. So we use these two numbers. So we rewrite 1x squared plus 2x minus 10x minus 20. See that 2x minus 10x is the negative 8x. So then we group 2 and 2. We group these two and we group these two. What do these two have in common? They just have an x in common. So we use the distributive property backwards, let's say, x times x plus 2. And then we copy this sign. And what do these two have in common? They have 10 in common, so it's really a negative 10 times. What's negative 10x divided by negative 10 is just x. And what's negative 20 divided by negative 10? That's positive 2. So now these two things are being subtracted, but they both have an x plus 2 common factor. So x plus 2 is the common factor, and it multiplies this x, which I'm going to put here, minus 10, that also multiplies the x plus 2. So this is equivalent to x squared minus 8x minus 20. So I'm going to write this answer over here. That is x plus 2 times x minus 10 over x plus 2. Okay, so now we have a division of things that are being multiplied. And x plus 2 is a factor in the numerator, and it's in the denominator, so that it could cancel. And this leaves us only with the x minus 10. Should there be a restriction on the x? Yes, but that's another story. So this is the answer.